you know where the Millennium Falcon used to be? I don't think it's there anymore. I'm back where I was last time. I'm back.
Oh, there it is. There he is.
Okay, there you are. Hello.
All right.
Let's all stand next to the Y-Wing. Report to the Y-Wing, please, and we'll do the intro real quick. And then our guide can tell us where to go. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody. Right now, we are joined by Trank, who just joined the game, Nixie over here as Dark Kyle, and Ogel himself, the author of the map that we're in, standing right there, kneeling as Yun. Is that correct? That was the correct skins for everybody?
Ogel is Dark Kyle.
Oh, I had that backwards. We'll edit that out in post-processing. We got Ogel standing on top of the Y-Wing as Dark Kyle, and we have Nick as Yun. You'd think I would know which skins they are. And as the camera went into rotate mode, we see Trank joining us as Luke Skywalker there. Now, we're in the city, Ogel City, 2015. There's a couple versions of this map. This is the newest version, I believe, and Ogel's going to give us a tour. Now, while he's showing us around, keep in mind that this map was made in a completely different level editor than the map that we saw last week that Trank showed us around. Trank used Zed or Jed, while Ogel uses JK Edit, completely different beasts. So let's take it away, Ogel. What are you going to show us first? And maybe you could tell us a little bit about the map and where it's set at, because right now it looks kind of Nar Shaddaa-ish. So we're in a city, but I'm not sure if we're supposed to be in like a particular city or not.
So the first question that was posed to me when I publicly announced that I was doing this is, what was the city named after? And I replied, for now, my username, unless someone can come up with something better. And the name just kind of stuck. So it's Ogel City. It is located somewhere in the Star Wars universe. Yeah.
That's actually good to know. Last week, we also saw one that was in the Star Wars universe, I assume, unless that was just a very battleground Jedi-looking map somewhere else. But it's nice. This very definitely a populated city. I see there's a lot of ships here, too. So this is it's like a popular spaceport, right?
Yeah, it was just kind of like a Aaron's Head, Kratrazi kind of cross.
All right, so me and Trank, we just showed up. We got here at the spaceport. We want to drink some Carillion ale, man. Is there like a bar or someplace around in the city, maybe near their spaceport, where we can just kick back?
Yellow force field over there.
All right.
And actually, there's probably a couple in here, but this is the first one that I can think of.
Now, these are some interesting doors. Is this a what's going to happen when I walk through here?
You're just going to walk through. It's just a force field kind of thing. The reason for it is a limitation Mysteries of the Sith has that we were able to patch out at Jedi Knight, which is the invisible adjoins, to hide portions of the map. So that is why the force fields exist.
Alright, so it's a vis blocking issue. By having this solid texture here, the stuff outside isn't being rendered, right?
Correct.
Awesome. It keeps everything running nice and smooth. Alright, oh look at that. That was a concept. I thought that For the viewers that might not know, this is what alcohol looks like in Jedi Knight. This triangle drink here is my favorite. But you know that little cylinder drink over there, that's alright too.
But you go this way. The city's very kind of just pushed together.
I see it. I'm going to go into
there wasn't really a plan when to go.
Internal view, because we're getting into some underbelly of the city right here, aren't we?
I really like the color lighting in this set.
What I learned how to do when developing this one, as someone had posted in some of the early screenshots, is when are you going to add lighting? And at that point I was like, okay, I guess I need to learn lighting. And me and Mott, I was like, let's push the color.
This is some very nice lighting. I agree with Nick. I have a question. Since this is colored lighting, and so people know that was not possible to do in Jedi Knight, did you start with Jedi Knight maps, or did you go straight to Mysteries of the Sith?
I started with Jedi Knight maps. I didn't release any publicly. Following the general rule, don't release your first level.
Yes, I know that rule very well. I think I released my first level. Not to not to that green website though. I released it to just like, I didn't really know about that green website yet. All right, so you started with JK, but you didn't release your first JK map. Did you release the JK map after that, before you moved on to Mysteries of the Sith? Because I kind of want to get a feel for how much you appreciate this colored lighting that you have to work here with, because that's something that a lot of JK editors, they just don't have the luxury of.
If we want to later, I can show you the first Jedi Knight map, but this was the first one that I released publicly.
This is your, okay. Well, this is the 15 version,
developed
right?
publicly. Yeah, so the only difference between the 20 and this version is the fact that this one has more walk players. Because at the time, I thought the walk players just determined the spawn points and not the actual number of people that could join. So the original version only lets 4 people in, and this version lets a full 32.
Awesome. And I guess the thing remover limit, that's used because there's a lot of things in this map, right? Because it's a big map.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I very quickly went past the main limit.
All right, I like this cantina music. It's nice and fading as we get closer to the bar area over there. And I also like how you have the bar, and then down here there's kind of like a restaurant area. Oh, shit. Now it looks like there's a lot of different ways out of this building. Are some of these passageways dead ends, or are these all going to take us somewhere if we go down them?
Everything will take you somewhere. I am a firm believer in the fact that there should be at least 2 ways to get to every point on the map. And so there are at least 2 ways to get to every point.
That's very
And
awesome.
with
It kind
that
of gets
comes a
rid
lot
of the
different
whole
passageways.
claustrophobic feeling that a lot of maps have when you're checking it out, and especially if it's an enclosed map like this. It's cool that they've got all these different escape routes. Now, is this a map based around gameplay, or is it mostly an exploration style map?
Mostly exploration style, but gameplay was a thought process when going in.
Awesome. All right, so we landed at the spaceport. We came to the bar. We got our drinks. Well, what's the next thing that me and Trank and Nixie should check out here in Ogel City?
Let's go up and just get up on top of some of the buildings, just so you can get a sense of the scale of the place.
Sounds
Let's
good.
go this
All
way.
right, I'll follow you.
So it's pretty cool. I like these stairs.
Staple.
All right, back into third-person mode.
Actually, here, let's do this. Do it this way. So the red tubes on the side of buildings over there, if you get on top of them, or get into the tubes, they are anti-grav shafts.
Oh,
Wow,
look at the pedestrian elevator tubes. Awesome.
Just for the huff.
Well, we're gonna wait here till you come back, Ogel. Because obviously you
Okay, I'm
haven't
back.
used those tubes in a while. Okay, perfect.
Wow, look at this. This is a nice looking ship. Oh my god, it's not symmetric. This is some kind of, how does this fly? Like which direction, which side is up when it's flying?
I don't
The
know.
ship is cool. I have a question about this ship actually. Did you design this model, or is this a model that you got somewhere, or did somebody co-op with you to make this model? Where did this come from?
All the models and stuff that you see came from various different sources. I did not create anything for this.
Okay, so this is like a compilation.
For my skill level at the time. Yeah, so just different Misasi, JK Hub, just all the different sites that let you download other people's work and put them in your levels. That's where all this stuff came from.
That is very awesome. So the viewers can differentiate from Trank's level that used all stock content, just straight levels out of the game, versus this one that's using community add-on content, as Ogel just described. A lot of these models, I think he said all these models, all these ships and these fancy things all around, they came from community-made add-ons that were shared to a website such as that green one that I keep mentioning, and you download them off there and you can use them in your maps. And it's really nice when you do that, because when somebody joins the server that might not be familiar with all these community add-on models, they see something like this, like I just did, and they're like, wow, there's something I've never seen before. That's unique. Very awesome.
So going around, I'm trying to. It's been a while since I've been here, so I'm relearning as I'm giving the tour. I'm not sure that's the best tour guide approach, but we're going with it. So if you look down here, if we land in the green lit area, not where I just shot, but the actual the green lit area, it is flagged as no harm. So if you can land right in that, you will be fine.
Oh, I was aiming for the non-green part. All right, I like the green. I like it because this is more stuff that you can't really do in Jedi Knight. You can only see this kind of stuff in Mysteries of the Sith. All this green stripes actually emitting light and lighting up the rest of this walkway green.
I like this city street. It's very Star Wars-like.
And yeah, the transparent ads flashing up there, that's very, very Star Wars-like. This is definitely in the Star Wars universe here.
And they
can be destroyed.
Oh, nice. They got breaking shard poly on them.
And then something I did, because something I hated in other multiplayer levels is, once things break, they're broken for the rest of the game, no matter how long the game goes on. With this city being so big, games would go on for a long time, and so all the glass respawns.
Excellent. Respawning glass. Hopefully less buggy than the one in Jedi High School, because I remember that one had some issues. But this is Mysteries of the Sith. This is the evolution of Jedi Knight, so it probably had its own set of different issues.
Yeah. So theoretically, it's all insane.
These statues are pretty cool. They're moving up and down? Are they like hovering statues? Not hollow statues, hovering statues.
So the cog there is the same as the elevator cogs, the automatic elevators that just go on their own. They're just set to move very, very slow. And so it creates this kind of interesting effect.
That's very cool. Yeah, it looks like they have some kind of template cog going on, but that's actually thing frames that are making them go up and down there.
Yeah.
Very cool. Another Y-wing. I like how the ships are everywhere. It's a very populated spaceport. Let's go through the purple. This is a very trippy force field here. Go through this.
Again, nice detail with the colored lighting in this room as well.
And once again, the force fields that we're going through, these solid textures, are there to separate this area from the outside area. So if you can imagine, nothing outside, everything outside just got cold and it's not even being rendered anymore. That's the good shit. Yeah, the colored lighting, I like it. It goes from the purple, and then it has that yellow stripe carrying it into the green. It looks like you consulted a color wheel with this kind of shit, dude. Good job.
So here, I'm going to let you grab the conch rifle, but then also go through that force field that's not animated for some reason. And up there is some E-Web ammo, so go grab that.
Blaster cannon ammunition.
And then also, that is a trap that fires on the far side, that switch on the wall.
Excellent. Oh, I see it.
Traps don't work out so well.
Ow.
The whole window didn't break.
That whole window did not break, and that is by no accident. That is very cool level design.
I just punched the window. I figured the whole thing would break, but it only broke just a little bit.
So what I'm noticing what we're looking at here is Ogel went through the trouble of cutting this single large glass surface into smaller breakable glass surfaces to make it look more realistic when it's shattered. Because when you shatter a big window, the whole thing doesn't just disappear and just go into shards all at once sometimes. You're going to go into this little splinter kind of effect, and that's cool to see.
I did that to one window just for fun, and it got the second largest amount of reactions on the first playtest. I won't mention what got the first amount of reactions because I want you to experience that firsthand.
Right, this is definitely something unique, something you do not see in most maps that have breakable glass.
Alright, let's head back down.
And you see that it should be respawning in right about now.
Ah, yes, I see it.
So. Alright, so if we go this way, up the dark hallway. This is something I thoroughly enjoyed in the single player, and I couldn't understand why no one put it into the multiplayer. Be that guy right there.
Oh.
Before
That's not it. Oh, look at that. Now, did this? Let me shoot a little bit. Oh wow, 4 at a time.
If you use the alternate fire, I think it activates like cannon mode.
Cool, and I see it shooting the Dark Surge model there. Now the cog for this gun here, did it just, you said it was from single player. Were you able to just to take the single player cog and drop it into this map, or did you have to do some kind of fixing to it?
Nope, it is just the straight up single player.
That's interesting. I can't believe I haven't seen this in more maps. Maybe Nick is the resident Mysteries of the Sith expert here. Nick, have you ever seen this turret here in a another map in Mysteries of the Sith?
In multiplayer, I believe I've only seen it in Ogel's maps. However, there's a chance that it could be in some others, but usually when I see this, it's in an Ogel map for sure. I'm not sure why. I agree with Ogel. I'm not sure why this wasn't implemented into more multiplayer maps.
It is so cool. Now, maybe, can you damage me while I'm on this? Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes.
That's enough damage to prove it.
Single player cog. Now something I found is it will absorb damage from like an explosive piece. So if you're not hit directly, so if like the front of the cannon is hit, it will absorb a portion of the damage.
Oh, just a portion of it. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was an intentional thing or how that was done. Well, that's weird.
And this is what happens when you got two clowns using it at the same time.
Are we both on it?
We can't take you guys anywhere,
Yes,
man.
y'all are.
Is that, and now I'm curious to see if that the same thing will happen. I guess, in the single player there's only one character, so I guess I didn't think about it for multiplayer. That's something
Alright, so we landed
on
on Ogel City here, we landed at the spaceport, we checked out that kick-ass bar that had that cool restaurant. I don't know, usually the burgers at the bar aren't that good, but maybe they had good burgers there too. Then we came up here, we checked out some kind of docking bay that had some excellent, unique style broken glass. A cool, unique trap here. It's an interactive trap too, better than anything you'll see at Jedi High School. So what's some of the next highlight that we should all check out there, Ogel?
Let's go this way.
Ooh, I like this hallway. Very Star Wars-like. I feel like Darth Vader if I wasn't him already. Okay, here we go. Luke, go back to the end of the hallway. I'm gonna attack you like we're in Bespin right now.
Or here, hold on.
Action.
Whoa, who turned off the lights? There's a light switch?
Three, 2, 1.
Action.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a light switch in this hallway.
So in Empire Strikes Back, we had
there's a light
Luke
switch
slowly
in there.
walking down the corridor, and then Darth Vader ambushes him. It was like that, except for in post-processing they add Darth Vader's lightsaber, and it's epic. I don't know why, but my lightsaber button is not bound to 0 right now, so I couldn't pull it out.
I think you have to hit 1 in Mysteries of the Sith. There you go.
Oh, you could take it out and turn it on. Technicolor, they turn it to red in post-processing. Alright, so after that terrible filmmaking there, we're at the end of the hallway. Oh, look at I thought we were going deeper into the underbelly, but it looks like we're actually back outside on this cool little balcony here. Now, I'm going to take a wild guess, and I'm going to say that this model, I've seen this model before in other maps, it's usually scripted to some kind of, like, ride. You can ride it. Can you ride this one?
Yes, you can actually, if you want to hop on it.
That's awesome. So this is what it looks like if you can't afford to ride the taxi.
Well, here, let's hop off, and we'll let it do its thing. We'll go this way first for a minute.
Here it goes. Yeah, that looks like it goes down the freeway. We don't want to be running down the freeway there.
Let's go this way for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, we'll come back and explore that in a second.
So we have to backtrack to get back out here. So this is the Empire Sith base.
Oh, look at this. Alright, I could name... What is this? 2 out of 5 or 2 out of the 4 ship models in here. Now I believe the 2 that I can't name, those are expanded universe made up ships, right?
Yeah.
Like the shuttle and that thing. We got the TIE Interceptor here. It's excellent for its speed and maneuverability. It has low shields though and can't carry any photon torpedoes. However, if you fly this TIE Fighter over here, you still got those twin blaster cannons. You don't have as much vulnerability, but you have more armor and you got a payload of those torpedoes, and that is vital if you're taking out somebody with shields.
So if you come this way through the door down here.
Oh, over here. It's following Trank there.
That's the jail cell.
Oh, the jail cell. Now, I have a question about the jail cell. Can we lock people in that room against their will so they can't get out?
Not in this map.
Okay. So this is an RP style jail cell, so if we lock somebody in, they gotta be like Will Smith in that superhero movie. They have to decide to keep their in. Like, you can't lock Luke Skywalker into a jail cell. He has to decide to stay in the jail cell. Was Luke ever locked in a jail cell in the movies?
I don't think in the movies.
Very nice. I see the Empire has a presence here. We were in another room down the way there that had a rebel symbol in it. Now I'm wondering, did the garrison not know about that rebel room?
That's a storage room. You don't need to check out that if you don't want to. Over here, this is a fun room. Don't stand on the circle. Do not stand on the circle. Oh, okay.
Oh, I went down the shitter. That's a toilet. It's one of those Japanese toilets in space.
He said, "Don't."
Look at that. They dumped their poo
So
straight to the center of the earth.
Wait, what happened when you... Where is he? Where'd he go?
He's still falling.
Where does
They
he
do this
spawn
because
back?
alien poo is very toxic to the air, right? Because it gets in the air. So when the alien poos in this hole, it goes way down to separate it from people. We don't want to cause those diseases.
So where will he end up, Ogel?
He is going to die eventually.
We're all gonna die eventually.
Well,
It's
we're gonna
getting dark
have to
though.
find-
It's getting dark. It's not fading, but it is getting
That's
dark out
good.
here.
That's good. That hole is like 10,000 JKU deep.
10,000 JK units
So,
off the grid, big.
You're gonna be falling for like.
Oh,
There we go.
there's the ground.
Down. Can we find his way back?
That's a good question.
All right,
Let's,
so I'm
go
retracing
outside
my
and find
steps and going right back to where we were.
Hey, Nick, get on that thing. Get on that thing.
Yeah, but I don't think we should, yeah.
Oh, no,
Definitely put on a show, though.
definitely.
Alright, we're just waiting for you to come back, and there he is.
Oh, that is nice.
Now, isn't this cool? Dual cannons. Don't worry, we're not aiming at you. We just want to show
That's what it's
the
like
viewers.
to be on the other end of these dual
Yeah.
cannons, man. They're shooting single fire, but they can each shoot 4. That's some serious team play there. I mean, if we just capture the flag, and the flag was behind that door, you would want somebody on those turrets at all time. But that means that the other team, they're going to want snipers on their team. You're going to have snipers over there trying to snipe you off those guns. You know, that's some good gameplay right there. You can turn this into a capture the flag map.
A nice mock CTF utilizing the features of these
I know. I
guns
mean,
would be
giving
amazing.
snipers a reason. Cougar would be so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, if you come back this way.
Wink, wink. We're waiting on you to make that happen.
You know, I once thought it would be cool to make. I told Dixie about how I wanted to make a mod where we could spawn points and turn any map into a No 4 Sabres map. It would be cool if we could
This way.
spawn
I'm sorry,
capture
this way.
flag entities too. All right, so we're following people down these tight hallways. I'm gonna go first person.
Don't go down the hole.
And we're not gonna stand on the circle. We are not gonna stand on the circle.
So we're in the Japanese space bathroom right now. We're not gonna fall into the shitter again. Oh, look at this.
There's your throne,
This
Lord
is so
Vader.
you can watch the people on the shitter. Oh, you know what that room is? That hole is? That's the trap door, isn't it?
Yes, that is the
I
trap
don't
door.
like you. I press the button on my chair there, and you fall down to your death. Very good.
Which down there is the rest of the hole because.
Oh, look at that! See, I fell down that hole and then I got shot out into this chamber, and that's the hole that I was falling down. Very
now,
good.
if you force jump up, and you can use the secret entrance out of the base.
Ooh.
Nice.
And we're back in the street. Very
Yep.
good. Alright, I have a question. Is this big door here, is this open or is this always closed?
You have to use one of the switches though. So there we go.
Oh, there we go. Unleash the garrison. Show no mercy, take no prisoners. Are we blind?
Here, moving on. Let's all time our jump onto this cart and let's take the cart down.
My thoughts exactly. But before we do that,
Countdown.
Ah!
What did you do?
I got scared and hit force jump.
Turn around.
Alright, once again, we're all going to jump onto that taxi at the same time, and we're all going to be taking down that freeway and see what's at the end of the rabbit hole.
I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, that's when we jump, alright? Get in position. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Perfect.
Right here. We're off.
Now, where are we going exactly, Ogel? Why don't you tell us where this thing's gonna take us?
We are going into the subterranean. There are some buildings down here. I like the idea of just kind of like catacombs and like a city underneath the city. And
Yeah,
so
that
this
reminds
is
me
where we are
of-
headed.
Taurus from Shadows of the Empire. That was definitely layers and layers of city. Nar Shaddaa had a little bit of that, it seemed, but not as much. Not as much separation of the pieces of shit that lived on the undercity versus the rich people that lived on the upper city. So when we go down here, are we going to see like the slums or what's going to be down here? I'm curious.
There's rooms like this down here. Which, this is just kind of a cold control room that does nothing. It just has a separate area, but it does have a concussion rifle. A spot to pick up a more powerful weapon. And then if we all time our jump onto this next vehicle. So we're going to do 3, 2, 1, go again.
Yep.
3,
2,
2, 1.
go.
Now I noticed that this taxi takes off when we step on it. Was that a decision to make it not so we have to activate it? Is that for like to speed up gameplay, or is that just for ease of use?
Go. Ease of use, and that was the cogs I had available to me at the time.
Ah, yes. That is very awesome how you really put all this shit to use. All these add-on models, that was a stock cog, I think, that controls these, but you put them to use what you had at your disposal. It's very cool.
Yeah. So here would be the Rebel base. Since we just did the Empire base.
Don't tell the
Rebel
Empire.
Base. It's down the pit. It's under the ground. So.
Droid, please.
Now, something that was pointed out to me well after the creation of this map. There's no way for this ship to make it out that door.
Well, we are in Imperial controlled territory, so perhaps that for this ship, the ship was built here, and it has to be smuggled out, so it could be used on another location where they actually need the fighter. You know, man.
I like that answer. I'm stealing it.
Yes, I mean, the rebels, they gotta work under cover of darkness. They can't be shipping their shit out full shit. That wouldn't get past the docks.
This is true.
So all the doors in this facility use the panels.
Oh, okay.
And the reason for that is make sure you close the doors as you exit. All except for this one. I guess I forgot this one right here. So in here, this is that's the armory in there.
All right.
up. And then if you come this way, go through the force field, you have the power room, and this is kind of inspired by that first level of Mysteries of the Sith, when they have to reset the power. If you go over to that console there and hit the button.
Oh, we lost our lights.
Lost the lights, but go try to use the door now, too.
Oh, there's no power on the doors. Oh, wait.
Very interesting. This is something I didn't know either. That when the power is off, the doors do not
MG.
open.
Mon Mothma sending a secret message in this room.
And then Trank's found something back in the back over here. Back over this way, down that hallway. I will get out of the way. So
What is that?
Whoa.
I got a holocron. I am enlightened.
Now be careful when you leave.
I got zapped by lightning.
Ow.
Once again, going with there needs to be at least 2 ways out mentality.
Whoa. Is this the way? Ow, who's shooting me?
Especially if the power's knocked out and you can't use the front door and you can't figure it out, this is a second way out.
Nice.
Oh, wow. This is like the inside of the Enterprise Jeffrey tubes. I don't even know where to go next.
Let's put it this way. Nick, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll find my way back. I'm actually right outside the rebel base. It's quite
Okay.
Oh, I got up just in time. Wow, I'm slick.
Go behind the Moldy Crow next to that other entrance to those tunnels.
What is this thing?
The yellow there,
Yeah.
that would be a portal.
I'm beneath the elevators. Did you guys get on the... Oh, there you are. I see.
Go into the portal. And
Hey, look where we are. This is like the penthouse. Nice view. Oh, interesting. I like the colored lights there, dude. That's real good. I like that.
there's something I like doing with the colored lights is, number one, you know,
All right, for the sake of the video, we should start heading towards the final cool thing to show us.
okay, let's move this way.
And so the viewers know, I mean, there's all kinds of places. If you're watching the video, I'm sure you can tell, like that ledge up there and some of that ledge up there. A lot of these places, I'm betting, are accessible. This is a very big and complex map. But we're just kind of doing the highlights right now.
This way?
Nice. Conveyors.
Then, are y'all still behind me?
Yep.
Yep. Ah, nice. Fragmented, broken glass.
Some unwarranted destruction.
Oh,
And now-
into this,
okay, there you are.
red brick building here. Head on down.
Head on down to Chinatown.
Into the flashing pipe.
Always scared when somebody makes me go first.
Yeah, where is this gonna take us?
I'll let you go first, Seth. Just explore find out the deep dark tunnel.
I'm sure normal people in Ogel City would not use this tunnel.
Oh man. There's a rain core down here. This is already better than Battlefront. Battlefront has no rain core in their new Jabba's Palace.
Oh,
This
you got
guy.
me.
This guy is cool. Was this guy in the regular Mysteries of the Sith, or is he an add-on?
He is in the regular. Now,
Very cool. You know, normally when I'm walking down these dark corridors, I'm expecting to run into a Kel's dragon. You know, it's really cool running into one of these instead. He's just roaming free, man. This is a dangerous place.
There's two of them, I
Oh,
think.
oh, he's dead. I just killed one.
Nice.
they do respawn, and they are not in sync. So.
Well, I'm safe, but y'all might still be screwed. Be sure to kill your Rancors and come down here. Because let's end it right over there in the spaceport, which I believe we started it, and we'll do a wrap-up right there on the shuttle. All right.
Although I think you should show them the Millennium Falcon part.
We could end on the Millennium Falcon if we could get up there.
Yeah, let's do that. So that's what I'll do first. We have a further rank force approaching us, so let's go this way into the yellow.
Very nice fountain. This is a nice room too. I like that spinning fan.
Let's end it on the
colored
Millennium
lights.
Falcon.
Keep going up straight. Don't go through the force field to turn. Just go straight.
That's what I get for following Trank. By the way, Trank has chosen to be completely silent, but he is here. He can hear us.
Here's the Falcon.
Excellent.
And you can hop on top.
You know, not too long I was checking out the Millennium Falcon in VR, and I was standing right here. And this is just like this, man. This is the metaverse. Sometimes the same objects look a little bit different when you're experiencing them in a different engine, but it's all the same, man. This is the Falcon. This representation.
Now, was this pulled from the game, or is this a community?
This is actually a model from inside of the game.
Nice.
Excellent. Now, where was this used in the game? I haven't seen this in the game. Who was flying it in Mysteries of the Sith?
Chazi Spaceport. It was more of an Easter egg in the game. You walk into one of the hangar bays in the deal, and you see it take off and fly away. And Mara Jade says something along the lines of, I wonder if I know them.
That is awesome. You know, whenever I see this model ship, this model of cruiser here, I'm always wondering, is that the legendary Millennium Falcon, or is it just another ship of the same make? You know, I don't think I've ever found Dash Rendar's ship kind of looked like it, but I don't think I've ever seen a ship that looked like this, of this kind of ship, that wasn't the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
All right, so this was an excellent tour. We landed here in Ogel City. Look, you can see some ships taking off. Very busy, bustling place here. Landed here in Ogel City. We got a short stay, kind of like a day trip here. But, alas, we must board our Millennium Falcon and get the F out of town because we are wanted space criminals after all. So I want to thank Ogel for not only making the map, but also taking the time to show us through it and show us all the cool things that we probably would have never found if we had, say, Trank as our tour guide. And thanks to Trank for showing up, being our mime. And we got Nixie also being here for the tour. Ogel, I'm going to give you the last word if you want to tell anybody some last lore or something that they might not know about this map. Because, you know, some people that love this map, they might watch this video and they might think they know everything about Ogel City. Now, is there like some kind of tidbit that you could give us that would impress these people that think they know it all? Tell us the biggest kept secret about Ogel City here, if it's something that you could just tell us.
The Falcon's gonna do something here in a minute. I don't know why it's not. At some point here, the Falcon's supposed to take off. But I don't know why it's not. Everyone stop moving. Just stop moving for a second.
I think
Stop
perhaps
jumping, stop moving.
the host should jump off and then jump back on. Does it get triggered by touching?
Yeah, the same as the other ones. It's got a delay on it though, which isn't this long. Frank, I have no clue how long it took me to make. Quite a while.
And that's
it
always
was just kind of a pet project for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a weird question to ask sometimes because a lot of if it's like a hobby level that somebody made, you look at something like Club OC or this one. I mean, I saw the 2010 and this is the 2015 edition. I mean, that's 5 years right there. Some project they just live. They take on a life of their own and they just keep going. As George Lucas said, a good Jedi Knight level or Mysteries of Sith level, much like a movie, is never complete. You merely run out of time and got to release it.
Yep. All right, well, send it.
All right, and that's a wrap, everybody. Thank you very much, and thank you, viewers. Thank you, live studio Twitch audience, for joining us in that tour. I'm sorry I lost track of the Twitch chat there. There might have been a couple questions there that I didn't throw at you, but I'll be sure to be more conscious of that next tour. Maybe we'll be looking at more Ogel maps, or maybe even Ogel will join us while we do a tour of another developer's map next week. But that does it for today. From Ogel City signing off, this is the JK crew here. Peace out.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
GG. That will be